done this season.
Yeah, for sure. And you wanted to see how Kerley's marks now compared all time, and I have some point totals for you here. So his 100, this is Kerley, 1262. You got your calculator out, Gordon?
Okay,
Or you can do this
1260. So for
mental.
those who don't know, we're taking IWF point tables for his 100, his 200, and his 400, right? And comparing them to Michael Norman, Bolt, Mike Johnson, Van Niekerk to
First of
see
all,
who has
before
the
we do this,
best 100, 200, 400 spread.
which mark you think is his best according to the point tables? His 100 in 984, his 200 in 1979, or his 400 in 4364?
I would say it's his 100 is best. If I had to
Incorrect.
guess.
It is his 400.
Oh, okay.
400.
So what? All right.
100
So
is second,
100. How
and
many
then
points you got?
200. 1262. 1262. So we got to update this graphic here. Travis is going to have to make a new graphic here. So 1262 in the 100, which puts him behind Bolt, obviously, but ahead of Michael Johnson, ahead of Michael Norman, ahead of Van Niekerk, behind Tyson Gay. His 200, 1253. 1253 in his
That
200.
1979.
And then his
Okay.
and then his 400 is 1276.
For a grand total of 3,791, which
Whoa!
puts him. Wow, I didn't think it would be. I thought it would be better, but it puts him fifth on that list. So it bumps Tyson Gay out. What, like,
Well, that's pretty
where
good,
is
though.
he?
That's
It's pretty
crazy.
good, but
That's crazy
I
how
feel like it should be
close he
better.
is.
Don't you feel like he should
Well,
have?
yeah. But I mean, look, so Van Niekerk has the 4303, which is getting him 1,300 points, right?
Yeah.
Norman's 4345 and his 200 are better. Then you go to Johnson, who's racking up huge points in the 2 and the 1, and obviously Bolt's getting massive points in the 1 and the 2. So no, I think the fact that he's up that high is pretty impressive. I mean, only 2 points back from Van Niekerk, but because all those other people above him, save for, you could say Norman, but Norman has the balance, but everybody else has those big outlier performance. What's impressive
Yeah, that's
about
true.
Kerley is just the balance here. I mean, 1253 is his lowest and 1276 is his highest. That's a really low spread between those events, which just confirms what we already know, which is he's a medal threat going into next year in 3 different events.
And he's going to leave us all guessing which one he's going to be doing, right? I've said I want on record that I want him doing the 1-4 double because he's all about making history books. He always talked about like phase 42, like acquiring the crown, make history, all these different phase 9, all this stuff. People have won the 100 and the 200. People have won the 200 and the 400. I don't think anyone's ever won a 100 and 400. So if he wants to have a chance to do something that's never been done before, he goes all in on the 100 and the 400. And I think that would be the most unique. And then like be a member of the 4x1 and the 4x4. Like that would be an incredible, that would be like something that won't be repeated, something that will be remembered the same way we remember Michael Johnson's career, the same way we remember Usain Bolt's career. If Fred Kerley, when he started getting good, was going to go down as like one of a strong, solid runner for that era, right? He was good, elite, right? Obviously, now they started winning more and more medals. You go from like, okay, you're one of the guys, but you're not in the Bolt or Michael Johnson. You can even argue Wade Van Niekerk realm because they have the like amazing doubles, the amazing records that he has yet to really do. But if he were to win the 100 and the 400, the rest of this, he could sit on his butt and retire right after that. He'll go down as one of the most impressive track and field athletes ever because he'll be literally doing something that you just don't do. He'll be doing something that you do when you're in high school track because you're racing against a bunch of 15-year-olds that you're better than. He'll be treating the global stage like a high school track meet. And if he does the 100, 400 double, that's what I want to see. Maybe he's thinking it. Maybe he's not. he has a chance to get back into that 400 world. Hopefully, start. I mean, he ran the 400. Did he run 400 indoors this year? So it's not
He
like
ran outdoors a couple.
he ran like a couple outdoors, but he was clearly
Yeah.
heavily focused on the 1 and the 2. Um,
Yeah.
so
But his
hey, he even
400 was
did a
still pretty
cheat.
solid.
Yeah, he even did the triple jump in 2013. Maybe get that triple jump number up. You gotta juice those numbers up, yeah. But yeah, I'm just saying, doing the 1-4 double will be, in my mind, like he'll be remembered for like one of the best athletes in the 2010s or 2020s. Sorry, we're running 2020s now. Wow, the 20s.
Well, I think
Can we say that now? The 20s. I feel like that
yeah.
belongs to 1920s. The 20s.
I think he would go beyond just the best in the decade if he did. He would be a singular figure in sprinting at
Yeah,
that point because
yeah,
the range that would show. And again, it's weird because everybody's got their strengths and weaknesses on the track, and some people's strength is like heavily focused on one event. But other people, like you see this in the distance side with Sifan Hassan, running 156 in an 800 and 65 minutes in a half marathon is not normal. Like having that
yeah.
ability, even if you scaled that back and said, okay, 158 and a 66 or a 67, that's really hard to do. And she was able to find, the events and pick the right spots to display her talent fully. And I think Kerley is going to be doing the same thing over the next couple of years here, figuring out the best pattern. And it's a good problem to have when you're a medal threat in 3 different events. That's a good position to be in. And then you also have the opportunity to be on 2 different relays as well.